This is Napier Fuller here. Just a trip report for the 5th stage of the Alpine Expedition, Gruppo del Bernina in Italy, which is near the border of St. Moritz in Switzerland. I took a train up from Como via Milan and then took a bus up to Francesca and then did this circuit which took 2 days. This is the bus ride up. And I stayed here in the Rifugio Carate. A lot of the views you're going to see of these glaciers are all these peaks Bernina, and a lot of the waterfalls and things are going to be coming from these glaciers down into the valley. So it started up around these rocks, getting up to the summit here, or the pass, Rifugio Carate, and spent the night, got up there after dark, and made my cafe correcto con grappa. This is the old hut, and it's been a base to explore Monte Bernina. Had some of this homemade schnapps. That's the new hut there, and walked right over this pass the next morning. And there are people up on that little rock. There's little teeny figures up there if you look carefully. And the views are just breathtaking. The footing was quite difficult. The scree was probably some of the most difficult I've encountered. It just was endless. Just hours and hours and hours. And there was no one in this valley that I was coming down into. It was completely empty. I think I met 2 guys late in the evening, but that was pretty much it. And no cell phone service on Telecom Italia. All the images you're seeing are things I took with my 2 iPhones that I carry with me. So this is all footage shot August 5th and 6th, 2021. Drowning is actually the most likely way you're going to die, that of getting hit by lightning, much more than rock falls. So you just got to be careful. I'm very careful and have all sorts of equipment out there in case I got, an injury I can manage okay. I did get mildly electrocuted twice by accident by touching the electric fences here that were not very well marked. It just popped me here, right then, boom. And then I fell into it, and then finally got control of myself. Unlike the previous 4 stages of this Alpine expedition, this was a solo. This is a Via Ferrata when it gets really steep. But mostly it was these endless screes, which are glaciated places where the glaciers come down and push these rocks and made little pebbles into them. So it's quite difficult footing, and it just goes on and on, as you can see. alto ice flowers, and my little 30-liter North Face, having to do some repairs on it. And I've now reached the tree line, so you're starting to see some forest. And I kept going until well into the night to get down back to this little albergo, or small hotel. So the second day was what I term kind of the endless day. It just started at dawn and just went all day long, and then into the evening. It was just an absolute balls to the wall into the hike. And finally ended up at these little houses in the valley. Just coming around back to Francesca. David helped drive me back to this train station in Sondrio. This is some of the Alpine descent in his car, his little Renault, which was quite a lot of fun. I really appreciate that, and had a fantastic trip in the Italian Alps. People sometimes forget that Mont Blanc is half in Italy, otherwise known as Monte Bianco, as well as the Matterhorn is half in Italy, otherwise known as Il Cervino. So the Italian Alps, there's a whole lot to see on the Italian side. Can't wait to return to Italy again soon.